Hello to everybody. Welcome back to the Grandpa Deckard Show. I want to tell you a little story about SLOP. S-L-O-P, SLOP. My dad was born in 1916 and raised on a farm in Lyons, Indiana. On that farm you could find lots of chickens. They had one of the biggest chicken farms in the state. And you could also find some other animals, cows, horses, and some pigs. One of Dad's jobs as he was growing up was to slop the pigs. Slop the pigs. How many out there have ever slopped a pig before? Oh, I should put my hand down. I've never done that. All right, well, slop was made from table scraps, vegetables, barley, water, and other stuff. Not the kind of thing I would order in a restaurant. Dad carried buckets of slop out to the feeding trough and called out, "Suey, suey, suey, here, pig, 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 pig," or something similar to that. Not ready to get into any local competitions on hog calling. Well, the pigs didn't need a lot of coaxing. They came running, and they loved it. At least I think they did. They didn't have a lot of choice. You know, hey guys, what are we having for supper tonight? Slop or slop? Okay, so no choice. Now, moving ahead, fast forwarding, my dad was all grown up and raising kids of his own. We lived in Florida in the 1950s, the mid-1950s, and here's a picture from 1958. We Deckards went to church every Sunday morning, Sunday evening, and yet again on Wednesday nights. Sunday evenings were extra special. Not only were our spirits nurtured, but so were our carnal desires. Dad liked to stop on our way home at the Dairy Drip. I just made up that name, but ice cream place. And he would treat us to ice cream cones. Well, one time he drove right past the ice cream place, and then with a grin, we could see him in the rearview mirror, grinning, he slowed down, turned around, and went back. Happily, we all enjoyed our frozen delights, ice cream cones. Truth is, he liked them as much as we did and would have been disappointed in himself had he not turned around and gone back. Then other times we'd stop on the way home at the grocery and get a carton of ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and a big bottle of root beer, warm off of the shelf. There was no air conditioning in the car or in our house, and we still had a ways to go to get home. Well, once we got there, Dad would hurriedly place bowls, large bowls around the table and start dishing out the ice cream and pouring generous portions of root beer over it. And then, this is the part he liked the most, he would call out in a big voice, "Come and get your slop." Well, it did look slop-y, like the pigs at their feeding trough we eagerly gathered around, without any snorting or squealing, of course. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, you just described a root beer float, except it's in a bowl. But it was not a root beer float, it was slop. And we were Dad's piggies, and we didn't mind. Here come the slop, here come the slop. Order in the kitchen, here come the slop. I guess you've noticed that I've moved into the SLOP factory, and I just wanted to show you what it looked like in all of its glory. And by the way, that little ditty I just did was thanks to Dewey Pigmeat Markham. Wrote that back in 1968. Here Comes the Judge. But we're talking about this now. And so just to review, ice cream, root beer, slightly soft ice cream, warm root beer. And I want to show you, to close out this presentation, how to, well, two ways you can eat slop. And one is with a tablespoon. That would be the civilized way. And the other way is just to dive in and start slurping. Well, thanks for joining us at the Grandpa Deckard Show, and hope to see you again real soon. Until then, God bless you.